Hello everyone, and welcome to my legal resource presentation. For my legal resource, I have chosen the Cornell's Legal Information Institute, or LII. The Legal Information Institute is a free legal website that was founded in 1992 by Professors Thomas R. Bruce and Peter W. Martin. This resource was the first legal research internet site, and it was designed with the mission to provide free access to legal research to everybody. The website compiles numerous types of law, which include United States Supreme Court decisions, various federal and state codes like the Model Penal Code, the Federal Commercial Code, and another wide array of laws. This resource does not only compile laws, but it also provides explanations of the law in easy-to-understand language. On top of explaining complicated legal terms, the LII also features WEX, which is a legal dictionary and encyclopedia, which further breaks down information for you. The reason why I chose this resource is 1. This is a free resource. Unlike Westlaw and Lexis who charge a fee, you can always get some information about a legal topic for free in the LII. Number 2, this resource is easy to use, unlike other sources where term connectors and other fancy tricks are needed to sort through a sea of information. The LII uses simple keyword searches. Number 3, the LII is a reliable source of information due to the maintenance and dedication that the group of legal experts who maintain it and update it regularly give to it. Number 4, this resource presents information in simple terms and avoid legalese to ensure that people understand what is that they are reading. Reasons why this resource is important. This resource is important because it conveniently compiles the law into one location that is readily available. Also, it explains complex legal concepts in layman's terms, making it easy to understand the law. And finally, the law has its hand in almost all aspects of our lives, and giving people access to it empowers them to understand it better and hold government officials accountable for it. But don't just take my word for it. See what the creators of the LII have to say about it.
You can't do anything in this country without coming under some form of federal regulation. There are 38,000 dry cleaning businesses in the United States. 85% of them are family-owned. There are 120 separate federal regulations dealing with the treatment of one dry cleaning chemical. You stack that up on one side and the notion that ignorance of the law is no excuse on the other, and you have the makings of a problem.
Law belongs to the people. It doesn't just govern the people. Open access to law, free access to law is a very important form of citizen education, accountability for government, and an opportunity for citizens to press government for change.
So the idea of open access to law is that anybody should be able to get to primary legal material and hopefully some understanding of it without fee. Everybody needs access to this. When we put up our first web server, we were the first one with any professional orientation outside high-energy physics.
There was now the possibility for a law school to become an important and creative space in ways that just hadn't been possible before.
We were free to experiment in any way we saw fit, and so we did. The idea of the LII Supreme Court Bulletin was to provide timely, comprehensive previews and analysis of U.S. Supreme Court cases. Sophisticated, but still accessible to non-specialists. WEX is a field guide to American law, an understandable introduction to 130 legal topics with pointers to cases and legislation. All kinds of people use the LII. Law people. People who are having some kind of episodic, traumatic encounter with the legal system. The most interesting are the people who make continuous use of law in some professional setting, but are not lawyers.
And then there was the discovery that there were many, many people outside the United States for whom United States law was not just a point of curiosity, but access was a serious need.
Ultimately, we're talking about empowering citizens and hopefully changing the relationship between citizens and government for the better.
And there you have it. There is no doubt of the importance of this resource to the legal community and to normal citizens as well. But now let's move on to another topic. How exactly do we use the Legal Information Institute website? There are two ways we can use the LII. The first one would be for us to go to Google, simply type any questions you might have. For example, I am interested in divorces in Louisiana, and then you simply add Cornell at the end, and there you go. As you can see here, it automatically populates the first links to Cornell, and so you simply click on it and it will take you to the website. It will give you an explanation or an overview of what a divorce is, all that information, and you can do this with any other keyword or any other legal question you might have. It'll definitely work for you. The second way you can do it is by going directly to the website, and that would be law.cornell.edu, and it'll take you to the Legal Information Institute. Here you can see it gives you the welcome page, and over here we have some drop down menus, about who they are, what they do, who pays for this, get the law, so it gives you information or like Constitution, Supreme Court, US Code, CFRs, federal rules, and other things. It gives you a lawyer directory in case you need a lawyer. It'll go ahead and point you in the right direction. The legal encyclopedia, business law, constitutional law, criminal law, family law, etc., etc. Here's actually where you will access WEX as well. I cannot think of a better example than me being a 1L having to read Penoyer v. Neff for my civil procedure class and not understanding that case at all. So if I had known about this resource at the time, simply put Penoyer v. Neff, and automatically gives me here the Penoyer rule. We click on it, and it's simply a rule that prevents courts from issuing personal judgments against defendants over whom they have no personal jurisdiction. Here it gives you automatically a link. You can either click on personal jurisdiction and it'll tell you what it is. It will break it down for you. It'll tell you how to waive it, how to obtain it. It'll offer you other information. So over here you automatically have all the WEX links here, the legal process, civil procedure, WEX definitions. It gives you other keywords that might point you in the right direction. If we want to go back to our initial finding, it also gives you a link to the actual case. And so here it would automatically take you to the actual Supreme Court decision. It will tell you the facts, and then if you continue to go down, it will start breaking it down into sections. You see section 1, when the defendant is not a resident of the state but has property therein and the court has jurisdiction over the subject of the action, and then it starts telling you other sections and things like that. This is a super easy way to find information that LII will never be able to replace Westlaw or Lexis or any other main commercial website. However, what it is definitely a good place where you can start and find things, or immediately go and try to learn something that you're not completely familiar with before you actually begin your searches. Lastly, I want to talk about the reliability of the LII. Obviously, this is not a for-profit commercial legal database like Westlaw or Lexis, Bloomberg, and many others. The way they operate is they do it based on the resources of Cornell. They also rely on other legal professionals, porters, and many other people who just devote their time to updating and getting the latest legal information out there. So, take that with a grain of salt. Make sure you double check your work before you actually use any information from the LII. And well, this concludes my resource presentation. Thank you so much for watching.